Yesterday, the keys of a tow truck were handed over to the Chief Constable by the Town Clerk acting, Sharon Harry. Also present was City Engineer Mr. Venture. Harry explains more on the nature of the tow truck.
We would have indicated to the government that there is need for a tow truck which would be utilized in picking up their vehicles, also vehicles that would have been in breaches of the bylaw, where we would be able to garner some revenue.
The tow truck will be used mainly to clear up derelict vehicles around the city of Georgetown that have been a haven for criminals and vagrants. Harry explains more.
And even though we would have served notices, persons are still in the habit of leaving the vehicles all over in a very careless way. And because of the fact that we need to maintain a proper city, we have decided that it's now critical that we have a tow truck to remove those vehicles and have them dispersed, and if it is that those persons really need to have the vehicles, they come and they have it and put it in a very orderly manner.
Government has given City Hall a subvention of $24 million a year for capital works around the city. A total of $8 million of that money was used to purchase the tow truck. As for the legal aspect, Chief Constable Fooo explains.
As you are aware, we are currently in terms of enforcing the bylaws, Section 274, 276, which has to do in terms of traffic, parking and standing and regulating of vehicles and council in terms of roads. It therefore means that in terms of vehicles who may in terms of park wrong, in violation of the law, and do not want to comply with instructions of officers, that we can now in terms of tow away those vehicles. Outside of that, we have an obligation in keeping with the city government bylaw section 9, where persons are not supposed to leave, place or store any street carpet or pavement.
Mr. Fooo also identified some of the areas of concern, especially that of those abandoned vehicles that citizens would normally leave on roadsides for years.
From time to time, areas like Durbin Street, maybe Smike Street, you have persons who tend to park on pavements, and therefore those persons also, we have the options of either in terms of asking them to remove their vehicles, and those who are not in compliance, we can have those vehicles towed away. Outside of that, we have in terms of a number of workshops. Some are illegal, who conduct their operations on the parapets, the streets and the parapets of the city. And again, we're going to be looking in terms of those mechanical workshops, as well as in terms of derelict vehicles.
So, Rihanna, citizens are now put on notice to remove their old vehicles from off the streets and pavements or have them towed away. The date for the commencement of the campaign by the City Constabulary and other officials to remove those derelict vehicles has not yet been announced. But rest assured, you have been warned. Rihanna, back to you.